Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Get in here, get in here, get in here. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm looking studious with my glasses on. You like? Different look, right? Okay, let's get down to business. Today I'm going to talk about a controversial topic. I'm not going to talk about Republicans or Democrats, but it's something that is affecting all of us. It's going to affect us all, and that's the tariffs. It's not a matter of if, it's not a matter of maybe, it's just now, it's a matter of when. Because it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect all of us. So I just wanted to today go into a little bit of what tariffs are, how we can get ready, and what we can do to be prepared. Okay, so let's jump right on in. Okay, first of all, prices are going up. Not that it's not bad enough that they're high enough already. They're going to go up even higher. Tariffs are taxes that are placed on goods imported from other countries. So when these go up, businesses, they have to pay more. So they put those extra costs, they push it onto us, the consumers. So that means we have to pay more. So we're going to be seeing price hikes go up on food. We're going to see it go up on some of the things that's going to be affected are electronics, phones, computers, even smart devices, washers, dryers, which they're not electronics, but they fall into that category of you got to plug them in. So, but washers, dryers, everything. If you're thinking about buying something, maybe a new washer, or you need maybe a new laptop, or you might want to get a new phone, you should do that now, because if you wait, prices are going to go up. Same thing for electronics, appliances, furniture, clothing, sneakers, lumber, food, processed foods, auto parts. I've even heard some people saying they're not even going to buy a car because they're so they don't want to have to pay the extra costs that's going to cost to get the car. Now, I don't know if all these things are going up. Now, you can, in the comments below, you can let me know if you start seeing some price increases in your area. I haven't seen much of a price increase yet, but I have started seeing some things. I don't know if it's from the tariffs or not, but I know that some things are definitely going up. So you might want to check your local stores. And one of the things that we can do to prepare for it, because we're going to have to prepare. You can't just let these things come and not be ready for it when it comes, especially since we already know. So since we already know, we can get a jump on it and we can start preparing. So before I finish, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to hear some more money saving tips. And like this video, help me out, okay? Subscribe, join the family, join the fun. Okay, so one of the things that we can do to get ready and start being prepared is stock up on your essentials. Now, I'm not telling you to go stockpile stuff and get a whole bunch of things. Not like when we had the pandemic and things were hard to find. We don't want to do that because one, it's not fair to other people, and two, it's not necessary. Okay, I'm just saying on things that you use on an everyday basis, things that you may use a lot of, maybe you should start getting more. Like sometimes when I go to the store, I'll buy one of something. So now when I go, I'm going to get 2 or 3 just so that I have extra. Okay. And it eliminates you from having to go back and spend the extra money when the prices do go up. Just keep a little bit extra. I'm not saying stockpile. I'm not saying, start being a hoarder and having a whole bunch of stuff in your house. No, don't do that because it's not necessary to do that. And then it makes it harder for other people to get items that they need as well. And we want to be courteous to other people. So yeah, get what you need, but don't be a hoarder. It's not that serious. Not yet. Anyway. And even if you do, you don't want stuff to start going bad before you even get a chance to use it, because then you kind of really defeated your purpose of going and getting the stuff ahead of time. So we don't want to do that. So that's one thing you can do. The next thing is if you're thinking about upgrading a phone, a laptop, a fridge, anything like that, it's smarter for you to buy it now. I've been thinking about getting another dryer because I just kind of wonky. So now might be a good time to take the plunge and just do it, because I don't want to wait for the prices to go up and then it gets crazy. And then I'm like, you know what? We're going to have to stick with that dryer downstairs for a little bit longer. We'll get a clothesline and start hanging stuff up in this house. We have to be smart. We have to be smart. We have to start doing things now to prepare for what's coming in the future. Another thing is, support your local stores. Support some of your smaller businesses. I don't think they're going to be as affected by the tariffs as the big box stores are. So maybe now is the time to start supporting them. Start supporting them and showing them a little bit of love, and just, buy things that are made in the US. If you do that, you won't have to buy, if you buy things that are made in the US, you could avoid some of the tariffs, because I think the tariffs are placed just on things that are made out of state. I mean, out of our country, like China and other countries that we buy things from. They're feeling the effects of the tariffs. I'm sure there's other countries, so don't come for me in the comments. I'm just saying China is the one that I know of off the top of my head. And sometimes when you're doing a video, I forget these things until it's done. So don't come for me, but I'm just using one country right now. Also, another thing you can do is cut back on your non-essential stuff that you don't really need to have. Cut it out for a minute, okay? Because if it's not essential and you don't need it, you just want it, let it go. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only female out here who likes to buy clothes, and most of our clothes that we buy, they see these little cute things online, they come from overseas. Okay, so those are not a need, those are just a want. And I'm not saying you can't buy them. You can do what you want with your money, it's your coin. I'm just saying, me, I probably won't be. I'm just gonna stay local, and I'll go to some places around here, or go to the mall and try to find some places that may not. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say they won't have things from overseas, because I'm pretty sure they will. But if the prices don't look right, I ain't buying them. And I'm just telling you, these are things you can do. You don't have to listen to me, but it's a smart idea to listen to me. And then budget. Create a budget for the price increases. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to do budgets. I know someone close to me that doesn't like to do budgets. She doesn't like to write things on paper. She just likes to keep everything in her head. But for me, I like to write things down, because I think for me, and this is only for me, it makes more sense when I see things in front of me. I have to write things down on paper. I have to look at the numbers. I have to crunch numbers. I have to get my calculator out and go to work, because I need to make sure that I'm not overspending. I need to make sure that I have enough money to do this, pay this bill, pay that bill, do this, do that. I want to make sure all my money is straight. And you don't have to sit there and do. Now, some people, they get really into it. They do a big old spreadsheet and they do graphs and they got pinpoints. I'm not that complicated. I just write it down. I don't do all that stuff. I just write it down. I write down what I'm spending, what I need, how much a bill may cost, even credit cards, everything. I just write it down so I can see it in front of me. For me, and everybody's different, but if I see it in front of me, it makes it easier. It makes it seem like, okay, this is the bill that's due now, when I see it written. If I'm just thinking about it, I can forget, and it'll blow over, and I won't think about it. And then by the time I do think about it, I'm like, oh man, I was supposed to put money to the side for that, and I forgot. So rather than forget and spend money on something that we don't need to spend the money on, do a budget. It'll help you, and you'll thank me later. You're welcome. Also, there are some DIY solutions, people. There are DIYs for almost everything. You don't have to go out and buy soaps. You can make it, and it's not even that expensive. You can make your soaps, you can make your lotions, you can make your bath salts, you can make your powder, you can make so many different things. If you guys want me to do a PDF and I can put in a little I could put in recipes that you can use to do this. Laundry detergent, um, lip balm. There's recipes for almost everything that we use out here, and some of them are not hard to make. They can be made right in your kitchen, just using stuff that you have, everyday stuff, like a sugar scrub, just some brown sugar. And I mean, it's so easy to make these things. And it may not be like the fancy scents that you have out here nowadays, but it still serves the same purpose. You'll still get the same benefit out of it. You can make your own hand soap. You can make your own shower gel. And sometimes the ones you make at home are better for you because you know what's in it, because you made it. It's not like you're buying something that's in a store. You don't know how long it's been sitting on the shelf because you made it. Also, stay informed. That's another one. Stay informed. Keep up with the news. Keep watching things. Trade policies can change, and they do. So just keep up with it because, yeah, I'm making a video on things I think that you can do to, stay on top of things. But by the time you see this video, something else may have changed because they're changing every day. Just stay informed, and don't listen to TikTok. I know my kids get a lot of their news from TikTok and Instagram. Watch the news. It'll give you a little more information than you get from TikTok. I'm not saying you can't watch TikTok and Instagram. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm just saying I think personally that you get a lot more if you just watch the news channel. Also, diversify your income. Start thinking of ways now that you can have multiple streams of income, because sometimes one income just ain't cutting it. And if we're being fair, if we're really being fair, one income wasn't really cutting it before the tariffs, right? It wasn't. Some people need that second income. So think about different things. I'm seeing a lot of things on digital products. I'm thinking about even starting that myself. So yeah, I mean, think of another way. There are things out here. I think I have a work at home video that tells you some things you can do to have some other streams of income. Although all those aren't really like a second stream of income because it's not guaranteed like every week or every 2 weeks, but it can be if you're consistent with it. It can be if you set yourself a schedule and you say, you know what, I'm going to do this every day for this amount of time every day. Never know what can happen. It could be your lucky day. So, and have an emergency plan. I've always heard people say have an emergency plan, and I don't think we actually have one here in my family. Maybe we need to get one, right? We don't have an emergency plan, but I think we're gonna start working on one because I think it's a smart idea because you know what? It's unpredictable. We don't know. A lot of things are going crazy now. So we have to just be prepared. And that's why I said I'm not going to talk Democratic Party. I'm not going to talk Republican Party. I'm not going to talk independent. I'm not going to talk who voted, who didn't vote, who did what. The decision's already been made. We have who the commander-in-chief is in office. And, now we just have to worry about what we're going to do and how we're going to deal with all the stuff that's happening since all these new changes are being made. So I said all that to say, get ready. The tariffs are coming, and we don't have to be left behind. We don't have to be without. We don't have to be unprepared. We need to be prepared. And this video is just to help you get prepared. That's it. That's it, and that's all. I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm not trying to create no no, I'm not trying to get into a political debate. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. I just want you to be prepared and be ready because the tariffs are coming and we have to be ready. We got to hit the ground running. We have to know what we're doing to do. We don't want to wait for it to happen and then be scrambling like chickens with our heads cut off because we had a chance to get ready and we didn't take that chance. We had a chance to get prepared and we didn't do it. And then, we're kind of out there on a limb because now it's here and I didn't really prepare for it. I knew it was coming, but I didn't take the time to get ready, and now here we are. So, with that being said, I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.